If you see LT around.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns on.
The veteran Dustin. This one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn.
For a brief time, he was thought to be a possible successor to Tom Brady while he was still in New England, but that didn't materialize. But opportunity may still knock for him to start in the NFL today. Definitely has the arm and mobility to make plays against NFL defenses. All he needs now is consistency.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and picked up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field. They're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Williams to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down, Stidham to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Stidham. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Throwing again here, Stidham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. To throw is Stidham. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. And at quarterback, a longtime signal caller in the National Football League, former Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco.
Remember when the conversation was, is Joe Flacco elite? Well, at one point, he was elite enough to not only win a Super Bowl, but be named the MVP of that game. And for a time, one of the top-paid quarterbacks in the league. Not bad for a young man who transferred to Delaware from Pitt while in college. This guy has had a great career. Not many chances now to lead an offense, but still capable if put on the field.
DJ Jones able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Stidham. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Stidham. Short throw caught by Dulcich. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Stidham will throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, it's Williams. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. And they'll send Judy in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. Here's Stidham. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Stidham. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Is ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. pickup of 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots. Got the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play the...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Stidham now to throw on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now Stidham on 2nd down. A quick throw there is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. And that is no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Stidham to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Jeudy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start with the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Chubb running right. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Here's Watson, option left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Play action. It's Stidham. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Watson now to throw. They've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 6. To throw is Watson. They'll get this to Bell. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Watson, option left. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 15 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
And you can sense a little bit of optimism here. Things have not been going their way. But they get the turnover on the other end, and they turn right around and put a nice drive together. Then they finish it off with a strong run for their first touchdown of the game.
Needed a couple yards for the two-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action with Stidham. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Now Stidham off play action. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Now it's Stidham. That's taken in by Dulcich. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Stidham. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. The kick by Lutz is good. And that pushes the lead to 8 points. They've doubled them up. It's 16-8. So that, a good kick. We haven't talked about it much, but the wind is prevalent, and he drove that right into the wind.
Yeah, and don't forget the wind can swirl down there, too. So being able to read it, how it's coming, left to right to left, and to be able to execute that kick, that's pretty darn strong right there.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Williams. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 82 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Faking the give. Now Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Watson on play action, looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
They'll run with Chubb, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Now it's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. But he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3, but in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. 98 yards rushing for him now to this point. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. So we come upon halftime. Well, no sooner do the teams get to the locker rooms and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Watson, option left. Stiff-armed him as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. 2nd down and 3. Now Watson. A pass complete to Moore. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
Hopkins on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And there he goes left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. They go play action now. Stidham completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Stidham. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Pick up of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now carry number 20 in the game. Here's Williams. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Stidham. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Jakeem Grant now to return. Room to run at the 50. Jakeem Grant. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. Watson and that Browns offense going to stay out there, and they'll go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay at a really high level.
They've been hot so far. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Returnable for Grant. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that three.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Myles Garrett bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. On 2nd down, Williams. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They try the left side here with Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Defensively, he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he returns this to the 22. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Chubb on the counter. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Chubb is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Watson. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked up, that could possibly seal this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another.
Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but It felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own. And they did.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. Denver's offense ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got it. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 147 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to fill sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Here comes third down and 7. Out of the gun, Stidham. And that is incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on third down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are
taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. They run it again with Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Brings up third and 6.
Now Chubb running right, fights him off, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the Broncos 5-yard line.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Wants a shuffle pass, and it's complete. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and goal.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for
touchdown. Harrison Bryant, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns will add to their fourth quarter lead. We're down in this part of the field, CD. They'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Denver's offense now set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They begin the drive with Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Second and a couple. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And just shutting it off there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Stidham. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here we go. Stidham on 4th down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Handoff comes to Chubb. He'll take it inside the 25.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right?
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Browns tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
This one swung out to Williams. Oh, what a move. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Stidham to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Grant on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Stidham 1st down in the red zone. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Stidham. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock stops Broncos here with 46 seconds left to play. On second down, here's Stidham. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Stidham. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
That's going to be caught, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll take this down to the 33. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.